What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage and another totally tubular 2-minute tool time Tuesday. Today, we're gonna talk about bleeding brakes. What's up, guys? So I thought we would talk about the tools that I love to use when bleeding brakes. Now this right here, this isn't one of them. Actually, you guys may have seen these before at the auto parts store. I know a lot of people use them, but this is not my favorite tool. This is what they call the mighty Vac Pump, and basically what you do is you just hook a little hose up to it right here, you hook it to your bleeder screw, you start pumping, and you'll suck fluid out of the bleeder. Now, in my opinion, this is just, it's not my favorite whatsoever. I'm not really a fan of this, like I said 3 times. So, what am I a fan of? This guy right here. This is the totally tubular 2-minute tool time tool, the Motive Power Bleeder. So this thing is amazing. Let me tell you a little bit about this, guys. I'll put some overlays on here so I can show you. But this right here is the European version of the Motive Power Bleeder. Now, how does it work? Basically, all you have to do is unscrew this top piece right here, and you put the fluid in the top. Now, the one trick to this is to make sure that you have enough fluid. So if you're using some fancy brake fluid like some Castrol React SRF, you know, that stuff's really expensive. You're definitely gonna wanna get 2 or 3 of these. So yes, the brake fluid will be expensive. It doesn't have to be though, if you're just using, you know, a standard car. I'm talking, this is racing brake fluid, so, you know, that's a little bit different. That really matters. You can use some Motul RBF 660, that stuff's good. That's around $20 a liter. Then you just go ahead and install this onto your master cylinder. Now, like I said, this one is for a European car, so I haven't had any issue with Audi or BMW or anything like that. This one works great, but you can get different fittings for these. So you can actually, for like an extra 20, 30 bucks, you can get the GM version that's gonna hook up, and all you gotta do is disconnect the quick connect and you can change out that fitting. Also, if you have old school master cylinders, I'm talking the one where you like fill up the bucket, you know what I'm saying? Like a GM old school one where it's flat. They have a piece that goes over the top, insert a little picture here. That's what it looks like, and you can get it done. Why is this my favorite? Is basically all you gotta do after that is you just pump that thing up. You just pump it. You just pump it up. You pump it. You get it to about 1 bar or 15 PSI, right around there, right to the middle of the gauge. Now you know you have pressurized the fluid in the bottle. So what that's gonna do is use pressurized brake fluid to push it through the system to where you just crack the bleeder valve. Now, when you crack the bleeder valve, obviously fluid's gonna come out. So that brings me on to my second totally tubular 2-minute tool time tool, this guy right here. Now you can make your own one of these, but this is a clean setup here. This one just has a little cable that I hook up to it, and it works very well. They also make a magnetic version of this, which I will put down below, so you can hook it onto any sheet metal you may have close by. You guys can obviously make one of these if you need to, but I just use this little hose right here. I hook this around something in the fender well, and it works great for me. Then I can fill this up and I can watch the transfer of the fluid change. So, you know, basically stare at this hose. Once I see the color change, boom, I know I'm good to go and get on to the next bleeder. So that is the setup right here. This is like 50 bucks, the best investment you could seriously make for bleeding brakes. That 2-person technique, just don't do it. It's just not fun. It's not practical. It's not easy. This is easy. Crack it, watch it, be done. It's 50 bucks. That's like nothing. It's nothing. This little guy, if you had one of these, I think these are around 30 bucks. Waste of money in my opinion. So pick this up. These right, like I was saying before, I think this is around 17, 18 bucks. Pretty inexpensive. You do want to make sure that it is the right type of plastic, because if it's the wrong type of plastic, it can get all gross and crack and turn colors and all sorts of nastiness, because that stuff is some sort of oxidizer that just likes to kind of eat things. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is my totally tubular 2-minute tool time tool recommendation for this Tuesday right here. Go ahead and drop down below if you guys use a different tool or a different process, but this is my favorite way to do it. It is well worth the investment. One of my favorite tools for bleeding brakes, and if you're racing your car, you got to do it quite often. So I mean, like, just Later guys, and wrench on.